Alright, what's up Transformers fans? I might be a little late to the party on this one, but this is Iron Factory Nacelle. So I recently got this guy in. I don't really have any more of the Age of Primes figures to review at the moment, but recently got this guy in, and I'm kind of trying to collect the Iron Factory characters. I really like Iron Factory stuff. I really like the smaller scale figures, but this is one I'm working on. Or well, it's the set that I'm working on, whatever. But recently got this guy in, and he's pretty cool, so let's take a look at him. So here is Nacelle, here is his paint colors. Got the red and blue and white, very cool. Got the red face right there. Blue eyes, I believe. Now this is a retool of the thrust mold, so that's why his wings look like that. And the head is obviously not a cone head, so there you go. And he's got the same kind of little, I forget their proper name, so I'm just going to say back wings. It has a proper name, I don't remember. What am I, a pilot? Anyway, so let's take a look at him. Now this is really, all the Seekers do this. So the head is on a ball joint, plenty of movement there. We've got ball joint at the shoulders. We've got a 90 at the elbow, and it does have an elbow swivel, although the guns can get in the way. So there's his elbow swivel right there. Couldn't do it with the guns, but there you go. All right, does swivel with the guns. 90 elbow, a little bit over 90 elbow. And the hands do move like this, so pretty cool there. Then we've got the waist, like so. Got ball joints at the hips, upper thigh swivel, 90 at the knee, toe tilt down, and we do get a little bit of an ankle rocker. So plenty of posability on these guys. They're really fun. They're really cool. Like I said, Iron Factory does really good work, and this guy's good, solid plastic. Plastic feels good. Nice little weight to him. The joints are just the right amount of tension, so they're pretty cool. So he comes with these two blasters. Set him right there. He does come with an assortment of hands, and the blue piece in there is to plug on in jet mode and put him on a stand. I don't have a stand to put him on, so we're not going to do that, but whatever. And when you open the box, he does have the instructions, and he does have a pretty nice little card right there. So that's pretty cool. Tyrant's Wing Phantoscope. Because, they can't call him the official name because reasons, but whatever. So, let's take a look at some size comparisons. We've got the Legends class Thundercracker. Really, I painted this guy to be Ion Storm, but it's Thundercracker. So we got the Legends class Thundercracker. He's a little bit taller, as you can see. He's just a little bit taller than Legends class. We're going to go with Authentic's Starscream. And Authentic Starscream is just a little bit taller than he is. So the Authentics are just a little bit taller than the Iron Factory ones. Now we're going to go ahead and bring in, if I don't drop him, going to bring in Core Class Starscream. So as you can see, significantly taller than Core Class Starscream. And we're going to bring in Iron Factory Jazz. So that's how he scales with, excuse me, that's how he scales with the Iron Factory Autobots. I have a review on Iron Factory Rush Beats if you want to check that out. But that's how he scales with those. Decent size there. And I recently picked this guy up. This is Toy World Whiskey Jack. I will be doing a review on this one because he's almost perfect. He's not perfect, he's almost perfect. If he just had a little bit more articulation, he'd be great, but we'll get back to that guy. So there's some size comparisons. Now, for the transformation, what we're going to do is, first, let's go ahead and pop these accessories off. I don't suppose you have to. You can kind of just turn them around like this and then bring the arm down if you want to, but for transformation shake, we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and get these arms out of our way. We're going to open up this back panel like so. The wings will fold around like this. They got that little piece, and that just, when you're bringing it back up, it's got two little tabs right there that plug into two little slots like that, and that piece just kind of goes behind, and it'll actually hold the head into place. But let's transform them up like this. Let's move that piece out like so. This reminds me a lot of the original G1 stuff, where like you flip it around like this, that comes out, and you can do that. You move this landing gear because it's connected to his head, and it'll push the head down. Can't really see it, but yeah, but it's pretty cool. But I like the way that the nose comes out. Really reminds me of the G1 toy. I really dig that. But there we go. And this should, if you get everything properly aligned, there we go. It should peg into the back of the nose cone and clean it up like so. So you flip that around, and then you might want to push the nose cone in a little bit, and then it'll clean it up. So let's get our arms out of the way. Let's get our wings out of the way because we've got to do the legs next. So we use the toe tilt down and do that right there. Same thing on the other side. All right, and then these are on sliding joints. So let's get our wings out of the way first, like that. And I do find it better if you go ahead and tab the legs together and then slide it down. Oh, before we do that, for whatever reason, you've got to take the landing gear out first to get the legs to slide in properly. It just makes it a lot easier to slide in. And then, if you don't want the landing gear down, you can just fold it back up. They make all their jet stuff like that. They even did that with the Lio Kaiser set. I'm not sure why. But you can see there's this little clip on the back there that needs to go in that tab. So we're just going to do that, and it'll peg in no problem. All right, let's keep cleaning them up here. Bring this down, and you see this peg that my finger is on right there is going to go into that slot. So we bring the wing down, and it can be a little finicky, but shouldn't give you too much trouble. Let's do the same thing on the other side. That's going to hold your arms into place. Clean him up a little bit. Get your fins, tail fins, back wings, tail fins. Oh, God. I'm tired. I've had a long day, okay? Just cut me some slack. All right. So there you go. That is him all transformed up. And then, of course, you just take these. These will have the little pegs right there that you slot in here and slot in there. And there you go. There he is in jet mode. Looks pretty cool. I really like these figures. They look G1 enough, but they also are kind of stylized, which I really dig. So it's pretty cool. But yeah, there is Iron Factory Tyrant's Wing Phantoscope, aka Nacelle. Definitely recommend it. If you can find it. He's a little bit rare these days, but if you can find it, he's pretty cool. So like I said, I will be getting more of the Iron Factory stuff. I really dig them. I hope they do re-releases of all the jets because they're a little bit hard to find. So, all right, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.